was just wicked. Absolutely amazing. The lifts were just phenomenal. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well. My name is Tom James Clark and this is yet another Strictly Come Dancing debrief. It's been a busy week in my life. I've lost my voice about 3 different times this week. It's come back, it's gone again. I've been leading Christmas concert rehearsals with 6 and 7-year-olds. I also went to go and see Wicked this week, which was wicked. It was amazing, fantastic film. I had a lovely day in Manchester with my mum and my boyfriend today, so it's been cute. But it's time for a Strictly Debrief. So let's do it. Let's debrief right now. Okie dokies, welcome along to a Strictly Debrief. We're on week 11 now, which is wild. There's only 2 more weeks left. It is the quarterfinals, also known as Musicals Week, and 6 celebrities remain. The show started with Tess and Claudia. Well, before Tess and Claudia started, actually, we do have to say it was so sad to see Jamie go home last week. It was Jamie versus Montel. I think it was right that Jamie went, but he shouldn't have gone anyway. It should have been Pete. Anyway, the show started. The pros that don't have celebs and some spare ones did a dance to Little Shop of Horrors. And then Tess and Claudia came out. They finally had their proper walk-on to the music and introduced themselves, rather than them just being stood there already. So that was good. I liked that. I liked it a lot. Then the judges came out all dressed up for Musicals Week. Craig was the bearded woman from The Greatest Showman. Then Motzi was someone from Dreamgirls. And then Shirley, oh my goodness, what a costume. She was Miss Trunchbull from Matilda. And then Anton was Jason Jonathan as Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. So they were fantastic. And then the show started. We started off with my fades. Sarah and Thito, they did Charleston to Popular from Wicked, which I saw this week, was amazing. A 10 from me. 2 10s from the judges, 2 9s, 38. It was just wicked. It was absolutely amazing. The lifts were just phenomenal. The Charleston is just her dance. It was a spectacular dance. I wrote perfect, and I actually wrote just blooming great. I thought Motzi and Craig should have given 10s. I do not know why they didn't. But yeah, Sarah and Vito, amazing dance. And Miranda was there in the audience as well. Sat quite close to Clara Antho as well, actually. Big up them. Next up was Montel and Jojo. They did a rumba to the musical The Colour Purple. 32 from the judges. I agreed with Anton's 9. I thought the other scores were quite harsh, actually, if I'm being honest. Lovely dance. I just loved them both so much. It was a great routine. I loved all the armness of it all. That was great. Armography. Beautiful, elegant. And yeah, I have to say there were quite harsh comments from the judges. I thought it was brilliant. So big up Montel and Jojo. Team Mojo all the way. Next up was Tasha and Aliash. They did an Argentine tango to the X-Wide song from the musical 6. 38 from the judges. Similar to Sarah and Thito, just different judges scoring. I agreed, but I thought 9 was good. Lud 6, it was the right tune. Just thought was beheaded, died. It was a great dance. It was fab. It was dramatic. They smashed it. I do, however, have to agree that it wasn't the most Argentine tango I've ever seen. I feel like it could have been a bit more Argentine tango-esque. But it was great. I really enjoyed it. Next up, Chris and Diane. Big up Diane if you're watching as always. They did a Quickstep to Anything Goes, the musical. 32 from the judges, exact same score as Montel, and I also gave them a 9. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was bouncy. I thought it was joyous. I thought it was so good. I just thought it was fantastic. He glided across the ballroom so elegantly, just fantastic. I do also have to say the judges were harsh on him as well, which it is the quarterfinals. It is Musical Week now. There's only 2 weeks left. So whether it's a bit of that, I don't know. But I thought he was fantastic. I thought that was really, really harsh. But yeah, well done, Chris and Diane. Perfect. As always. Okie dokies. Dance number 5 was Pete and Yadita. They did a waltz to Somewhere from West Side Story. 26 they got from the judges. I agree with the 7s. Somewhere. Nice dance, kind of boring though, I will admit. It was a bit basic. Like, it was clean, it was smooth, lovely cool lift. It was a decent dance, but there was just a bit of that I thought this was just a bit bland. Like, give Pete a little bit more. However, it was good in parts, but I do think it is home time for Pete. I really do think it is home time, and I think it should be home time. So we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it should be. It should be by Pete. Last but not least was the highest scoring dance of the night. JB and Lauren did Athene's Waltz to Let's Go Fly a Kite from Mary Poppins. 39 from the judges. Fan Dabby Dozy. It was lovely. I love Mary Poppins. It was a lovely dance. However, it did make me feel very dizzy. My goodness. What a routine. Like, he is Mr. Ballroom. He is absolutely Mr. Ballroom. It was amazing. They're so great, those two. JB and Lauren, a fantastic partnership. And yeah, may they get to the final because I love JB and Lauren. But yeah, a fantastic dance. He just gave it everything. It was just Mr. Ballroom. Just amazing. Fantastic. Okie dokie, it's time to look at the leaderboard tonight. There were some fantastic dances. Obviously, JB 39 at the top of the leaderboard. Sarah and Tasha were joint second with 38. Montel and Chris were joint third with 32. And then Pete was sitting in fourth place with the score of 26 at the bottom of the leaderboard. Sort of close, but then there is that sort of like gap between JB, Sarah and Tasha, and then Montel, Chris and Pete. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. On to who I voted for then. I voted for my usual, Sarah, Montel and Chris, and I did really want to vote for JB, but I couldn't decide like who I didn't want to vote for because they're like my top four, but I think those three particularly that I voted for have always been my faves through the competition, so I could not vote for them. So yeah, there we go. Now, finally left to say the dance-off. I think the first person in the dance-off will be Pete, bottom of the leaderboard. I think it's his time to go. Had a bit of the mare with his dance, so yeah, I'm not convinced he's sailing through. Then I think he'll sadly be against Montel. I don't know what's going on this series, but she seems to be in the dance-off loads. Poor Jojo. Pete versus Montel is what I think. I think Pete will go home. Obviously, his score is about 8 less than Montel, so that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, Pete versus Montel. Pete going. And that's the end of the show, my friends. The video, should I say. Musicals Week is wrapped. A fantastic night. Fantastic dancing. I can't believe we're this close to the semi-final now. And then the final. I can't wait. Next week, I'm in London for the semi-final. Last week and the year before, I think it was quarterfinals week, but this year we're going a week later. So I will not be watching the show next Saturday. I will not be watching the show probably until I get home on Sunday night next week. So I will be late with this video. Please do not hate me. It'll be here Monday. But all that I say is thank you so much for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. I'm so behind on the comments because my work-life balance lately has not been great. But yes, I will try and go through the comments ASAP. A fantastic week, lovely. Can't wait to see who goes through. I really hope Montel goes through to the semi-finals, where next week we'll see 5 people and they both do 2 dances each, so we'll be back up to 10 dances. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.